Alright, today we're going to do a real life example of interest, of simple interest. And yes, you are going to copy these notes. It's not going to be a lot, and post a picture of them. And today there's going to be a small little quiz. It shouldn't take y'all long, and I hope y'all are able to understand this lesson, because today I'm going to show you how interest is not something that you always have to pay. Interest can be something where you earn money. Okay, so title of the notes is going to be real life. This is real life example of simple interest. Alright, real life example of simple interest. And the example I'm going to give you is going to be one is where you earn money. Because I want y'all to make money. I don't want y'all to always think like, oh, interest is a bad thing. Interest could be a good thing, because it could make you money. Alright. So let's start off with the formula. Formula is I, which stands for interest, equals P times R times T. P is principal, which means the amount of money, the original amount of money that you borrow. But today, like I said, this is going to be where you earn money. So P is going to be the original amount of money that you let someone borrow, aka the amount of money you lend, the original amount that is. So that's principal. R is rate, and T is time. Remember that, okay? If it's hard for you to remember, you can write this on the side. You don't have to, but I'll write it just in case. Hope y'all are all doing well. Alright, so that's your formula, right? So where in life does this apply? Well, it's going to apply to all of y'all, because I know all of y'all are going to open out a bank account one day. You're going to open up a bank account one day. And when you put money in the bank, the way that banks make money is that they use that money that you put in there. You don't know it and you don't notice it, but they basically take everybody's money, that everybody who puts money in the bank, they take everybody's money and they invest it in different places, in the stock market and all different type of markets. They invest that money and they make money off of those investments. So technically, when you put your money in a bank, you're letting that bank use your money. You just don't know it. And since you're letting that bank use your money, technically you're lending them money. It doesn't seem like it, but you are. So when you put $100 in a bank account, the bank, you're lending that bank $100. Yeah, they're keeping it there for you, and you can pull it in and out, pull it out and in from the account at any time you want. But ultimately, you're using your money, so you're gonna get paid for that. And you will notice that, like, if you put $100 in your bank account, by the end of the year, you're not gonna have $100. You're gonna have like $100 and 7 cents or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's gonna be a small percentage, but over time it adds up. And also, there's gonna be different type of accounts in the future that you can research for yourself, that you can invest into, that will pay you interest. Anyways, today we're gonna do a basic example of a savings account or a checking account. The interest rate right now, I believe, is 0.07%. So imagine you have $1 million, okay? Because we all would like to be millionaires. So I'm gonna say you put $1 million in the bank, and the bank has an interest rate of 0.07%. And the amount of time you leave that money in the bank is 2 years. Okay? So how much money in interest do you think you're going to have after 2 years? I don't know. Let's just use the formula. That's what the formula is for. So interest equals PRT. Straight up. Just plug it in. But remember, I noticed some people are doing this. They're not, even though this already has a decimal, ultimately it's still percent. To convert the percent to a decimal, you gotta move decimal over 2 times. So usually you might see something like 10%, right? And then you moved it over 2 times. This time it's 0.07%. You still gotta move it over 2 times. So that's gonna be a million times 0.0007 because I moved it over twice. Times 2 equals. And you put this in your calculator. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. So let's get $1,000,000 times 0.0007 times 2 is 1,400. That means if you leave the $1,000,000 in the bank and you don't do anything with it, you just leave it in there for 2 years, the bank will pay you $1,400 automatically. You see how interest can make you a little bit of money? I mean, 1,400 is not a lot compared to $1,000,000, but it's better than getting no money. Like if you just keep that money, cash money, inside your house, after 2 years it's still going to be $1,000,000. But if you kept that money, $1,000,000 in the bank, then it's going to be $1,000,000 and 1,400. $1,1,400. So that's your interest, okay? On that little quiz that I'm gonna have you guys take, if you guys, after you guys finish watching this video and go down, you're gonna see that I'm gonna ask you for interest, and this is how you get interest. But then I'll ask you for the total amount. The total amount is not just interest, right? Like for example, if you put the $1,000,000 back and after the 2 years you pull your money out and you just pull out the interest, 1,400, you're gonna be like, what the heck? Where's my original amount? Where's my principal? You want your interest and your principal, right? So you want the total. So on the quiz, it's gonna ask you to find interest, but it'll also ask you to find total. And to get the total, you're gonna add 2 things. What do you think those 2 things are gonna be? Principal and interest. So you add the principal with the interest. And you got $1,400. And that's all. That's all I got for y'all today. I just wanted y'all to have another practice of using this simple interest formula. I know we've been doing compound, but here's simple interest, and with an example where you can make money. Because I want all y'all to be able to make some money in the future. Alright, there you have it. I hope you grasped it inside of your mind and were able to process it. If not, it's all good as long as you put in good effort. I'm proud of everyone who's putting in the effort and submitting their work in. I did text a couple parents of students who haven't been submitting their work. So try to get up on that. It's not difficult, and I hope to hear from y'all soon. And goodbye, good night, or good afternoon, or whatever time.